Well, the Hornady family has always liked to characterize their company as a small little Nebraska company, but it's really not so small. They're a major ammunition manufacturer and certainly one of America's most major bullet makers. And the reloading line continues to expand, and of course they've also expanded into Hornady security, which includes Snap Safe and Square Lock and just a lot of great firearm security products. It's increasingly important business for Hornady, and the ammunition plant has been moved to what they call the West facility, which is now that's where they make ammunition. They make primers on site in a separate facility there, and it's changed a lot since the first time I visited. Oh my gosh, 40 some years ago.
After my dad was killed, the first 10 years, I would say, was trying to follow the physician's dictum of do no harm. Just don't screw up. Keep making what you're making and try to control your costs and stay in the marketplace and bring some new things to the market. Until we got to that point where we knew to stay in the ammunition business, we've got to start making cartridge cases. And the facility that we have wasn't conducive to bringing in machinery like that. And we didn't know diddly squat what we were going to do as far as brass was concerned. And I'd talked to my dad years before about making cartridge brass. And he said, oh, we can't do it. Oh, I'd have to have a metallurgist and I'd have to have this and I'd have to have that. It just can't be done. We got to the point where it doesn't matter that it can't be done. It's got to be done. Either that or we go out. We'll be out of the ammo business because we just can't keep doing this. So investing in that equipment and in that technology and in that knowledge base was crucial to our being able to grow the business. Well, with growth, you run out of square footage. And I added on, and then I added on, and added on. And then when we finally got to the point where the other two things that occurred, we could not flow the product, the demand for product that we had through the dock doors in the building that we had. We physically couldn't maneuver this through there because that was where it was incoming, that was where it was going out. And you had just the physical limitations were overwhelming us. We'd already made the decision to build the third leg of the stool, which is get into the primer business for the exact same reasons that we'd gotten into the cartridge case business, is because we were scrambling for primers. Our competitors were the ones that were selling us the primers, and they had the same issues. They couldn't supply their own brand. They sure as hell don't need to supply the competitor. So we realized that we have to get into that primer operation. There was absolutely no way in hell that it could be done on the plant, the footprint that we had. The city had already grown around us, and we were landlocked. And primer operations do better if they have more square footage, or room to expand. So this property had come up. This was the Cornhusker Army ammunition plant. It built bombs during the Second World War, Korean War, and Vietnam. And the Army had finished with it, cleaned it up, sold it off, or turned it over to the state. So we were able to acquire this ground and thought from the very beginning, okay, this is where we can move ammunition and distribution out here, because ammunition is a standalone type of operation. Bullet manufacturing has got a lot of big, heavy equipment that I really didn't want to move. But once the bullet's made and it's been washed or tumbled and packaged, we can go anywhere. We sell bullets to other people. They load it. And so it was setting the ammunition operation up out here was just a logical step. And we decided we'd go in pretty big and give ourselves what we thought would be more than enough room to handle everything that we're doing.
Hornady is really fortunate because in 75 years, they've been under the leadership of just two Hornadys, and you have a third very, very competent Hornady ready to step in. So Hornady Manufacturing is in good hands today and in great hands for the future.